everyone, so this is my review for Adam. First of all, thank you so much, Adam, for watching my videos, and thank you for emailing me. I really appreciate it, and I'm happy that I can help. Um, you definitely have blue eyes. There's no question about that. I'm sure if you watch enough of my videos, you know that too. Because your entire eye is blue, just in the middle it's brown, and then it goes out yellow. So what happens is, just like you probably heard in my other videos, that right around the pupil is in the eye. That's where the GI tract is located on the body. That's kind of like the what it looks like on the eye, but it represents the body. Um, so the GI tract is really dark in your eye, really brown, compared to the rest of your eye, meaning that you have been acidic for a long time. So when I say acidic, I mean like the acid alkaline scale, right? Every food can is either acidic or alkaline. And depending on what you're eating, that's where your body ends up being. So if you're eating more of the acidic foods, your body still has to work to make itself alkaline, because natural body state is alkaline. So if you're eating a lot of the foods that you're not supposed to be eating, especially foods that are processed, the body frankly doesn't know what to do with them, and they kind of, I don't, they gunk up your GI tract. So, and that's what you're seeing here, that when you have acidic foods for a long time, they start to accumulate and, just really starts to dirty the body. So around the pupil, that's what we're seeing, the brown. Now, the yellow going out from there, that's because your GI tract is like a tube, right? So past that tube, that's where all the other organs and everything else starts, right? So in the simple terms, right? So that's where you see that hard line between the brown and the yellow. So that's where that tube ends. Now, because the GI tract is gunked up and has stuff on the walls of it, some stuff seeps through. It's not like isolated tube from the rest of the body. It's isolated to a degree, but not so much. And all the other stuff, like because these like gunked up materials, like toxic materials, still make their way into the organs, but not as much. That's what you're seeing, the yellow. So where the yellow starts, that's where your other organs start. So at least that's not fully brown, which is really good. Not to say that brown means bad. It doesn't. It's just that in the blue eye, you can see it clearly. If you had I'm just saying this for people who watching this video as their first video, that if you have a true brown eye, you will still have this brown buildup. Brown buildup doesn't have anything to do with the color of the eye or anything else. It's just that the buildup is brown, and it's nice and easy to see it on the blue eye, and it's a lot more difficult to see it on a true brown eye. So in this case, we can see it clearly, so it's a good example. Now, these spots all around, usually those are, in the iridology, those are said to mean drug deposits. So meaning like medication deposits. So if you were taking medication for something to do, for example, in the head area, so like headaches or allergies, or I'm not really sure, like, but something to do there. There's a spot right over there that's pretty, looks like something there that was kind of remaining. As you start to detox, all of this stuff will go away. Also, I do see some nerve rings going around the eye, going around the iris. So that just indicates problems with the nervous system. And again, because your kidneys need to process this stuff. So whatever you put in your mouth, like we haven't been taught this, right? So it's like, it's a different way of looking at the whole thing, that whatever you're putting in your mouth, it's not for fun or for, it tastes good. The body actually has to process it, and do something with it. So how it tastes, it's almost irrelevant to the rest of the process, because you're tasting it for 1 second, but then the body has to process it over the course of a day, basically, right? So when the wrong things fall, kidneys have to filter it out. Well, more obviously, a lot of processes take place, but after all of that, kidneys have to filter it out. If they can't filter, then the body starts to malfunction, and the adrenals are sitting on top of the kidneys and are helping basically the adrenal glands produce all of the hormones, or a lot of the hormones needed in the body. So they're helping kidneys filter as well. And if they're not doing their job, if the kidneys are not doing their job, just because they simply can't, because of the amount of toxicity, then you start to have problems. So I'm not sure what your diet is now, but you gotta pull back. The good thing is it's not fully in the organs yet. You know what I mean? So it's not all the way brown, because if you would have continued on this path, it would have been going brown and brown and brown until your whole eye would start to change to that color. You know, because that's where my eye is, for example, and that's how I know. But that's the thing is, you're still not that far into it, so pull back and start to go back to a healthier diet. All of this will clear up, because like I said, it's mostly in your GI, which is not that bad. So, and the kind of the worrisome things are these like spots, but hopefully they will filter out, because they look like they're almost close to the well, the bottom ones anyways, they look like some of them are close to the skin ring, so they're not that far. So either the skin will filter it out, or the kidneys will. So looks like it's going to be fine. Just really try to go to a better diet and it will go away. So thank you again for sending me your eye. If you would like me to review your eyes, please send it. I will link everything down below. Also, I have a book for sale on how to go from a regular diet to a raw food diet. I'll link that below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.